Alright, today I'm making a video going more in depth on Jedi Master Luke Skywalker Squad. So a lot of people, they like to pair Hermit Yoda, Jedi Knight Luke with them, which are obvious good choices. A lot of suggestions you'll see on the internet is they'll try to break up your Jedi Knight Revan squad. So they'll put Jedi Knight Revan. You'll see some comps probably with like Julie Bendu and Bass with Sean up there on the team. Probably just to find some place to use him. Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, after his recent release, a lot of people have been using him on Jedi Master Luke team. He obviously brings a lot of offense and other stuff to any team that you put him on. I have him down here in Jedi Knight Revan squad because I prefer to keep my Jedi Knight Revan squad intact. And there's actually other good Jedi, as you can see, that I'm using with Jedi Master Luke that I feel complement him better than Jedi Knight Revan or even like Julie Bendu, even though you can put them up there and they would work fine. But that kind of breaks up another really good Jedi squad. So to kind of show you why Ezra Bridger and Kanan are good, we'll kind of jump right in here. So if you look up here, Jedi Master Luke is a tank. He's basically your main tank for this entire squad. He'll sit there and absorb lots of damage. And if you look down through here, it'll show, all the health boosts and stuff, the speed, max health, protection, offense. But this here is the most important part. If all allies are Jedi at the start of the battle, Jedi Master Luke Skywalker taunts while he has protection. So as long as you can keep protection on him, he has basically a forever taunt on him. So we'll start with Ezra Bridger. And over here, under his watch and learn, assist attack, target ally attacks, which when you select Jedi Master Luke, he'll get one of these bonuses. Ezra attacks assists him, dealing 20% more damage, and they both get a bonus. Tank, since he's a tank, will automatically get this protection up 40% for 2 turns. And then if you go over here to Kanan, under his total defense, dispel all debuffs on Phoenix allies, grant them defense up for 3 turns, which only works for him and Ezra. But under this part, Kanan grants himself and another target ally foresight and protection up 40% for 2 turns. And when this foresight expires, then Kanan gets 100% turn meter, and Ezra would get 50%. So right there you got 2 characters that can give him 40% protection up for 2 turns. Definitely helps a lot in maintaining his protection. Helps keep his protection pool from being whittled down. And Hermit Yoda is kind of like your all-round healer, and he'll keep protection up. So just his basic will give him 5% protection, 5% turn meter, And he has a 10% heal in that too. This doesn't really give any protection or offense, but it does have defense, which will make it a lot harder for people to get through his protection. He basically gives another target ally this master training buff, and if they're Jedi, it doubles this. So it'd be 50% accuracy, defense, offense, potency, and tenacity. Obviously, everyone knows that the more defense you have, the more attacks it takes to basically get through your protection. And then this here is a great like emergency. You're getting low on protection or something. All allies have their current health percentages equalized, which this here ignores healing immunity, which is very handy. Then all allies recover 20% health and protection, and Jedi allies gain foresight for 2 turns. So as you can see, these 3 Jedi, all 3 of them benefit Grandmaster Luke in maintaining that protection on him and keeping him healthy. So that's kind of the core element with those 3. Is basically aiming towards Jedi Master Luke. Now for Kanan, he can also double up as a secondary backup tank if Jedi Master Luke for some reason lost all of his protection. You could use him as a backup tank if he was still healthy enough. Under his intervene, deal physical damage to target enemy and taunt for 2 turns. Then dispel all debuffs on the target ally. While Kanan has his taunt buff, his tenacity is doubled. Now your main damage dealers are going to be Jedi Knight Luke. That's going to be your top tier damage dealer. As for Bridger, you can run like speed on him or offense. I'm thinking of experimenting with the offense set to see if that improves his how much that improves his offense output. But Ezra Bridger has a lot of attack potential. He gives himself extra chances to attack, like this 40% chance to attack again. Or if he has no debuffs, it's 80%. Flourish. If the enemy had no buffs, this cooldown is reduced by 1, or he gives himself an extra 75% turn meter if they do have buffs. So he kind of speeds himself up there. Obviously, the watch and learn, he calls someone else to attack to help. And he actually gives himself extra offense every time he goes. So having some good amount of speed on him will help stack up his offense. And Jedi Master Luke, he actually does quite a bit of damage. But before I get to him and his ultimates, let's just go over Jedi Knight Luke here. I've got an offense build and potency set. Mainly to boost up his potency because he has so many great debuffs and a stun. He's incredible as an attacker. So this team here has a natural ability to remove a lot of buff stuff. As for Bridger can remove some buffs. Jenna Skywalker can remove some buffs. Right here, dispel all buffs. Deal physical damage. If they're tanked, then you do true damage. And then, he reduces their critical damage and gains max protection and 10% until the end of the turn for every attack he does with his basic. And this here is really good. He calls another ally to assist, flicks blind, which is really good to make a crucial enemy not be able to hit you with some massive damage. But he also has this Jedi will, which he applies to himself and other Jedi who helped. And you can see you can get 100% counter chance, 50% offense, plus 25% speed, and plus 25% tenacity. So this is really good. And you'll start to notice that under Jedi Knight Luke here, you will see that he starts to have anti-Old Republic. So he says, who's not Old Republic, they also gain Jedi will. So putting Old Republic with Jedi Knight Luke makes it more difficult to use this. And under Jedi Knight's Resolve, you'll see that he also has another call out here against Old Republic. At the end of each turn, each other Jedi's allies' turn, excluding Old Republic Jedi, Jedi Knight Luke gains 10% turn meter. So he's going to be naturally fast as he gets extra turn meter. He also gives himself extra speed whenever he attacks out of turn or is critically hit. He gains 2 speed, so he can get a max of 20 more speed. Plus he gets extra turn meter and offense stacking when he gets damaged. And this is one of the best AoEs in the game. Inflict stun for 1 turn and vulnerable for 2 turns on all enemies. They also lose 10% max health and protection till the end of the counter. This ability can't be evaded or resisted. This is really good. You definitely want to have your potency up to be able to land all of his buffs and stuff that he does. If you want to kind of see, I got him at 209. Obviously, you can have him faster. I've been having to kind of remod him some because I had him under a different squad before I got Jedi Master Luke. And when he's by himself, you want him slower instead of faster. So I've been having to remod him. And also I've been trying to get his damage up. So he's sitting at 11,000 physical offense at the moment. Now for Jedi Master Luke. So a lot of people some of the people I talk to, they say that getting his ultimate is like super slow. I actually have found a way, and if you go and look at some territory battle play, I'm running different Jedi because I don't got these Jedi up to those relic levels, but the principle remains the same. Right here, under his ultimate charge, he gains 8% ultimate charge whenever a Jedi ally gains Jedi lessons or the duration of all their current stacks of Jedi lessons is reset. Now, obviously, once you do this, they dispel Jedi lessons, and they get the other buff that he automatically starts with. which is Jedi Legacy, which basically doubles their mastery for the rest of the battle. And you can ignore taunt. And how you get to his ultimate really fast is, it looks like basically a gold Jedi Knight icon down in the corner. It's basically an extra ability you get for all your Jedi. And it's called Inherited Teachings. When you use it, gain Jedi lessons for 3 turns, and call target other light side ally to assist, dealing 90% less damage, and then they deal true damage to the target enemy based on 60% of Jedi Master Luke Skywalker's base max protection. This is why a lot of people will build up his protection, because then your other Jedi are, dealing all this massive damage. That Jedi allies, they gain Jedi lessons for 3 turns and 50% turn meter, recover protection equal to 5% Luke's base max protection, and reduce the cooldown of their inherited teachings ability by 1. So basically what you do is you just keep passing the turnaround. So you'll hit inherited teachings and you'll select a different Jedi and they'll attack. And then it'll be the other Jedi's turn and he'll select a different Jedi. So they never actually use their own abilities. As in the video, you'll occasionally see me do like Jedi Knight Luke's AoE stun. That's just to slow down the enemy and give me more turns. But you'll see in like about 1 minute into the match on the territory battle, I've already got Jedi Master Luke to his ultimate. And he ramps up really fast, and he gets more ultimate charge the more stacks of Jedi lessons you have on each character. And so when you get to here, then he'll go into his young Jedi form. And he actually does quite a bit of damage. And this one here, you can call it to assist. And he has some good debuffs, days, which is a good one. Helps to slow down the enemy. Call target other light side ally to assist. And then this will help you get the Jedi lessons going too. Target ally is a Jedi. That ally gains Jedi lessons for 3 turns. And of course, Jedi lessons here adds 20% mastery per stack, so you can get them up to 60% mastery. And Domino Blast actually does pretty good damage. Also helps Luke get more max health. 2% max health, stacks up to 20. And you get to inflict buff immunity on the target. And E-Flux is kind of his AoE. Special damage to all enemies. Then remove 20% turn meter. Inflict with ability block and breach. deal 10% more damage and remove an additional 5% turn meter for each ally with Jedi Lesson or Jedi Legacy. So that really helps to boost his offense right there. And then of course everyone gets 15% more turn meter and critical hit immunity. So Jedi Master Luke here helps keep everyone alive, and he kind of has built-in things that help you get to his ultimate faster. Extra turn meter, putting it on someone with they grow beyond. So that's kind of a general breakdown. To kind of go over the mods, Jedi Master Luke, I got all health. That's basically help him tank. And if I was to pull this up here, you'll notice that I have a lot of protection. There's extra protection. I have potency on there at the moment, but you could put a protection cross on here too. And then Ezra, obviously speed and or offense set would work really good. You could put a health setting here instead of crit damage if you want and make him a little less squishy, which I might eventually do. Test that out. But at the moment I just got crit chance to help boost up his offense. Kanan, all health. That's just to help make him more tanky. More health, protection, tenacity to help keep him from getting stunned. More protection, defense, obviously. Hermit Yoda, you want to have him go as fast as possible. So I got a speed set on him. Health, that should help keep him from getting, killed by an AoE or something. But yeah, you just want to try to have him as quick as possible. It should have a speed arrow up here, but I'm low on speed arrows at the moment. I'm trying to find some more so that eventually get replaced. But, defense, health, protection, all this kind of helps keep him alive from AoEs. And then Jedi Knight Luke kind of went over offense, and then potency. You can see speed. I have a speed arrow on him. Crit damage, triangle, offense, cross, protection, defense, and that's offense, obviously. Down here, you just got a choice between health and protection. So, and I chose this one because I had got 10% potency on him. Trying to get his potency up. So if you look at this, got his potency up around 80%. That's kind of a general breakdown of the squad in more detail. Obviously, you can put in other Jedi if you wanted to, but I prefer to keep my Jedi Revan squad intact, so I have 2 teams instead of 1 for Territory Wars and Grand Arena. I'll cover the Jedi Knight Revan squad in a different video, but it's really versatile because Jedi Revan just has so much speed boost. Jedi Master Luke, you can place him on defense or offense. He's really good. I personally use him mostly for offense. I occasionally put him on defense in Territory Wars because my guild is trying to place more Galactic Legends on defense now. But that's about it. Just ask you guys to please subscribe and hit the like button and share it. And I'll be coming out with more detailed videos on each of the Jedi squads that I mentioned in the other Jedi Faction video. So if you didn't see that one, jump on over and check that out. It'll give you a general idea of all the Jedi teams that I've built up.